The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes now on the sneak. They were caught in no man's land that time with the decision to go for it. That was the right one. It's a 1st down. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up 1st downs.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 167 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Butker pulled it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll throw with Penix. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.